Alright, so the winter's coming. Gotta winterize those jet skis. This is my Wave Venture 1100, 1997. And here's what I do to winterize it. First of all, you'll want to take it out for one last ride. Because, you know what? That's always fun. You won't have it out till next season. And it's good for it anyway. So, I already took it out today. And then I topped off the fuel all the way. Added stabilizer to the fuel. Brought it home here, and so I greased the Zerks for your rear Zerk here and the front magneto Zerk. Set the tires at 60 psi, their max pressure. The reason I do that is so that they don't get any flat spots, or it reduces flat spots when they're sitting there in the same spot all year. Plus, when you pull it out in the springtime, they'll be like 35 psi right where you want them. Spray any metal surfaces inside the engine area that might have rust on them. Spray those down. You know, go under, spray your intake grate down, take off any leaves and debris, stuff like that may have accumulated. Come back to your jet drive, spray all that down with some WD-40. It's a good idea to lubricate your cables at this point too. Obviously take your drain plugs out of the hull. Grease your wheel bearings on the trailer. Also a good idea. Come up front on the tongue, spray that down with some WD-40. The chains and the tongue and all that. Not a bad idea to spray this mechanism too here. These gears so they don't rust up. Then, now what I like to do is get some antifreeze inside the engine. So I use eco-friendly antifreeze so dog can lick it up and they're not going to die. And the way I do that is I use this fire extinguisher, which is a refillable water fire extinguisher. So take this out, fill it up with a gallon of, take the cap off, fill it up with a gallon of antifreeze, and I set the pressure to 60 psi, which is the same pressure my house water is. And then you hook it up to your flush kit here, hook it up with the flush kit. So what I did here, I just, pretty easy to, you can figure that out, no problem. And then you go ahead and start it up. And pull your trigger and you should get some water going. So that was easy, and it took the whole gallon. Whatever residual water might still be in there is mixed with the antifreeze too, so that block won't freeze over. And heck, if I want to take it out sometime in the winter, if we have a nice day, I don't have to worry about if there's still ice inside of that motor, because that wouldn't be good if you went to start it and you had ice in there. So go ahead and turn your fuel off. Otherwise, you're pretty much good to go. I might be forgetting a little thing here or there, but that's it. Cover her up and take her out next year. Just a few items I forgot to mention. You'll want to fog the cylinders. Take the spark plugs out, pour some oil in there, use some fogging oil, and get some oil up in those cylinders so they don't rust inside the engine. You'll also want to plug your exhaust with a bag or a Brillo pad or something, so no critters crawl up in there and they can nest inside your muffler, because that's no good. And then when you store it, it's a good idea to keep it elevated on something like a trash can like this, so that way when water won't fill up inside the footwells and create mold and stuff like that. This cover's still holding up. It's pretty torn up over here, so otherwise, I mean, it's original cover from 1997. But yeah, can't wait for next spring, summer. Take this baby out.